Welcome, class. We're going to take some notes over data tables and how we're going to set them up. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to read through the passage, okay, and see kind of where we're going to get our data from. So a student massed a beaker and found its mass to be 49.86 grams. The student then massed a watch glass and determined its mass to be 21.46 grams. Another student measured out 5.0 milliliters of a salt solution. The students then poured the salt solution into the beaker. They placed the beaker on wire gauze before placing a watch glass on top. They proceeded to heat the solution until there was no moisture left in the beaker. After allowing it to cool, they found it to have a mass of 71.93 grams. They then heated it one more time and determined the mass to be 71.91 grams. After reaching constant mass, the students cleaned up. So when I read through there, I have some items. So like 100% of the time, your first column is going to be items. The thing that we have the most of is masses. So we're going to put mass, and the unit that they gave us was grams. So you can put G, or if you really want to, you can put G. Well, I would just go G. And then they actually gave us a volume, and this is going to be in mLs. Capital L, lowercase m. So now what we're going to do is we're going to type in the items. So the first thing that they massed was a beaker. The second thing that they massed was a watch glass. The third thing that they massed was the beaker / watch glass / now this is an evaporated solution, so we're going to put evaporated solution, because remember, it had already heated up. And they did that twice. So we're going to put a number 1 here. And what then we can do, if you're typing it, is you can copy and paste and just change that 1 to a 2. Now, we have all our masses. However, that one student found the volume of salt solution. So we're going to put salt solution, and that will be it. Now it's time to fill in our masses. So looking at our numbers, we had 49.86 for the beaker. For the watch glass, we had 21.46. After heating number 1, it was 71.93. After heating number 2, it was 71.91. And we only have a volume for this one of 5.0. Now, you'll notice how I didn't put any units behind the numbers. And the reason I didn't put any units is as soon as I put them in the columns that I did, the unit at the top of that is already associated with those numbers. So please don't put a unit here because it is wrong. It is incorrect because the unit is already here. Now you might say, Mr. Dave, what if I don't put the unit up there and then I can put it down the column? That's still wrong because a data table, the only places that are allowed to have units are the column labels at the top. Okay, you cannot have a unit next to any number inside of a data table. All right, so those were our data table notes. Go ahead and try our worksheet and let me know if you have any questions.